A version of you that the world sees. The person you present at work, the person your friends know, the person who appears confident, disciplined, kind, and strong. But there is another version of you, the one that exists when nobody is watching. When there's no applause, no recognition, no one to impress. That is where your real character is being built. Because who you are is not defined only by what you do when people are watching. It is revealed by what you repeatedly choose to do when you know you could get away with doing nothing. Do you keep your promises to yourself? Do you still choose discipline when there is no reward? Do you put your phone down when nobody would know if you kept scrolling? Do you do the right thing even when there is no credit for it? These quiet decisions may seem insignificant, but they are shaping you. Every private choice is a vote for the person you are becoming. Success often looks sudden from the outside. People see the achievement, they see the confidence, they see the results, but they rarely see the thousands of small decisions that came before them. The early mornings, the difficult choices, the moments of self-control, the days when nobody was cheering. The private work eventually becomes public results. And the opposite is also true. Private neglect eventually becomes visible. The habits you hide don't stay hidden forever. If you constantly avoid difficult things in private, avoidance eventually becomes part of your character. If you constantly make excuses when nobody's around, you become someone who depends on excuses. But if you practice discipline privately, discipline becomes part of who you are. If you practice patience privately, patience becomes natural. If you practice learning privately, knowledge begins to compound. Your private life is not separate from your public life. It is the foundation of it. Think about the small choices you make every day. What do you do when you wake up? What do you do when you're tired? What do you do when you're frustrated? What do you do when temptation appears? What do you do when nobody would ever know? These moments may feel ordinary, but ordinary moments repeated over time create extraordinary consequences. You don't become disciplined in one dramatic moment. You become disciplined every time you choose what matters over what is easy. You don't become strong because of one difficult day. You become strong because you repeatedly face difficult days without giving up. And you don't become a better person simply because you want to. You become better through the choices you practice. So don't ask yourself, what do I want people to think about me? Ask something deeper. Who am I becoming when nobody is watching? Because that person eventually becomes the person everyone sees. There's freedom in knowing that your private life and public life are aligned. You don't have to constantly protect an image. You don't have to pretend to be disciplined while secretly avoiding responsibility. You don't have to appear confident while constantly betraying your own values. Instead, you can quietly build a life that you respect. Not perfect, not flawless, just honest. If you make a mistake, admit it. If you fail, learn from it. If you promise yourself something, try to keep it. And when you don't, begin again. Because integrity isn't about never falling short. It's about being honest with yourself about where you are and continuing to become better. The goal isn't to impress everyone. The goal is to become someone you respect even when you're alone. That is a different kind of success, a quieter one, but a much deeper one. So tonight, when the world becomes quiet, take a moment to look at your private life. Not with judgment, with honesty. Ask yourself, what am I practicing every day? What habits am I strengthening? What kind of person are my choices creating? And most importantly, if nobody ever saw what I was doing, would I still be proud of it? You don't need to transform your entire life overnight. Start with one private choice. Put the phone away, read a few pages, keep the promise you made to yourself. Choose patience instead of anger. Do the work you've been avoiding. Take care of your body. Protect your peace. Choose what is right over what is easy. No audience, no applause, no recognition. Just you and the person you are becoming. Because every quiet choice matters. Every private habit is shaping your future. And one day, what you practiced in silence will become visible in your life. Your character is built in private. The world may eventually notice your results, your strength, and your success. But you will know where they came from. They came from the moments nobody saw. So don't underestimate the quiet work. Don't underestimate the small choices. And don't wait for someone to be watching before you become the person you want to be. Grow in silence. Because when the time comes to stand in the light, you won't need to pretend. You will simply be revealing who you have become. This is Better Sphere. Keep learning, keep evolving, keep becoming better, one private choice at a time.